Well, greetings and hello there, everybody. It's me, your beloved Star Wars Dad, Nooch Too Good, and we are 19 weeks into farming our Nooch Too Perfect free-to-play farming guide. Here is that farming guide. The big fat graphic over to my side here. That is our Nooch Too Perfect farming graphic. I've got some changes. One of which we will load up on that graphic shortly. But I want to talk about, you know, we are farming everything on there, the Imperial Troopers, everything off the top. I mean, pretty much. Well, actually, when I look at this, almost everything on this page is being farmed right now. But I've got some other stuff I want to throw in there and talk about. And we've also made, excuse me, a little flashy flash there. Also made a little pause on some farming. If you watch me on my my video this week, when to stop farming characters and start farming gear, I kind of stopped a farm as well. So some changes being made this week, and let's jump right into that. And we're also gonna, of course, we'll have Grand Arena footage after we get through the credits. So pay attention to after credits for some Grand Arena footage, boys and girls. The first thing I want to talk about and look at is actually in our shipments in the Fleet Arena stores. So we've been saying all along that you always want to save up some currency for the Razor Crest. You got to get the Razor Crest every time it pops up here. Razor Crest, above all else, Razor Crest every single time. And we're doing okay on Razor Crest. I think we're like 160, 170 shards, something like that, out of 30. So on our way with the Razor Crest. You also want to save in case General Grievous shows up down here as well. So General Grievous, Razor Crest, automatic farms in the Fleet Arena store. Now, there is one other farm, and it's right here right now, finally, Geospy that we focused on. This is the only place to get Geospy without spending crystals in the game, so you have to farm Geospy in the Fleet Arena store. I'm going to add one more thing, and it's a long-term thing, although with the Rogue One coming out here pretty soon, it might end up being more of a short-term thing. Biston's U-Wing. When Biston's U-Wing shows up in the Fleet Arena store, just grab it. Grab it from day one, because I'll tell you what, that Biston's U-Wing ain't showing up anywhere else for you, and you need it for Profanity, and Profanity is now going to be a relevant fleet. It's always been a relevant fleet. It's going to be even more relevant now moving forward. But if we look at it, Biston's U-Wing, right? If we want to find that ship, it is nowhere to be found, and this is not an abnormal situation. I have not farmed Biston's U-Wing anywhere today where it fell off. It does not show up that often for farming, whereas the other ships in this farm for Profanity, and again, I know this is down the road, but like Cassian's U-Wing is available in the, I can't find it because it doesn't have, you get it. Cassian's U-Wing is in the Cantina store, right? We've got Rebel Y-Wing is available in a node. There it is in that fleet node right there. Can I drag this over? I can't. It's in a fleet node, trust me. All these ships, Millennium Falcon you farm with those bounty hunter ships. Outrider is in a node. There's the Rogue One right there coming out next week. But Biston's U-Wing, I'm going to be adding to all farming guides going forward as something that you have to take advantage of when it pops up in the Fleet Arena store, because you ain't getting it nowhere else, brothers and sisters. It's only going to be in the Fleet Arena store. So 4 things you got to farm there. The Razor Crest, General Grievous, Biston's U-Wing, and Geospy. The only place to really farm them, or only place to farm them that makes any sense, you can farm Grievous in the Shard Shop, but don't do that, is right here in the Fleet Arena store. So that's been added on. Kind of realized that this week. I was talking to somebody, and they're like, man, I can't find these things, and I'm trying to get Profanity, and I'm like, you haven't started Biston. You are a long way from Profanity unless you're going to go out there and spend some crystals, and even then, we just saw a moment ago, even if you're spending crystals, it's not going to show up very often for you. So Biston's U-Wing, adding that in. Another thing we're going to add to the farm, this is kind of a normal, this will be a normal thing going forward. Since the raids are always developing and changing and mold every year, every 9 months to a year, we're going to get a new raid in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. That's how it's going to be from now on. And right now, we are in the midst of the Order 66 raid. When I made last year's farming guide, and even when I made the perfect farming guide, well, I knew we were coming to Order 66 at the time, but last year, we were in the middle of the Endor raid, and if you watch that now, and I put a bunch of Endor raid stuff in there, it'd be confusing. So you're always going to want to keep whatever farming guide you're following, if it's the perfect farming guide or any other farming guide, you're going to want to keep the current raid in mind when it pops up. So the Order 66 raid comes up, and I take my Tarkin to Relic 3. And it was hugely successful. I know, so you guys are like, you can get it done at Gear 12. Well, okay. I tried it at Gear 12 over and over and over again. And my buddy Scuba Steve told me he did it, but it took him like 20 tries to get down to Gear 12. I just took him to relics. It's not going to hurt anything. It's actually going to help my fleets for a while with the Executrix, and actually long-term Executrix will be something on the roster. So, for me, Grand Moff Tarkin is my way into the raid for my guild. And if you look at the raid scores here, I use Grand Moff Tarkin. I did the first tier perfectly. You can see that he has been used right there, just as a solo, just done. Nothing else ready to go. I am farming Keller and Beck. We'll try to get this team up and running at some point. I feel like by the time I get it up and running, we'll probably be done with this raid. I don't know. We'll figure it out. This raid has been one of the more expensive ones to really make something happen in, which is kind of frustrating, but it is what it is, and you guys got to move forward. So, what crate is my guild getting? What crate is my guild getting? Third crate. I think that's what I had said before. So, yeah, third crate in there. We're doing okay. We'll be all right. We'll be all right. So, Grand Moff Tarkin, out of my way. Kind of another change to the farming path. He's not sitting there. You know, he's not on that farming path at all. I'm working on Wampa right there. So, right now, and I have one more big change. We're going to talk about that in just a moment. Right now on the roster, we've got our Poncho Bros done. I'm working on Wampa. I will get Wampa relic as well. So my first 4 relics are going to be Poncho Bros, Grand Moff Tarkin, and Wampa for Grand Arena. That'll be my first 4 relics. As soon as Wampa is done, we're going to go all in on Executor. It's going to be Bosk, Admiral Piet, IG-88, Dengar, Cad Bane, Boba Fett, trying to get Beskar Mando unlocked, TIE Fighter Pilot, Darth Vader. We're all in as soon as we get Wampa to relic levels to start using Wampa as a tool for us in Grand Arena. And no, I don't have the Wampa Crown, and I'm not going to get it because I'm in normal. I couldn't get. I just didn't get it. I don't have the Wampa Crown, and I feel like, you know, I mean, I could do it now, but we're kind of getting to the end, and I'm just not equipped as a new roster. It's tough to be equipped to use those Datacrons, right? Or to invest those Datacrons. They're expensive, those focused Datacrons. So I don't have that up and running yet, so we're not going to get there. But yeah, it's going to be all in an Executor. When you look at our ships, we talked about this a lot, but 54 out of 85, 55 out of 85. 192 out of 40. So we've got about, I said 170. We're at 192. So I need we need 138 shards for the Razor Crest. So if we're at 19 weeks right now, and I got 192, cut that in a third, so 6 weeks less. I got 12 weeks left of this, 13 weeks of Razor Crest left, so 3 months. 3 months to the Executor, and if you look at this farming, I need 130 shards here, 131 shards here, 1.5 a day, 131, let's say divide by 2, into that is gonna 131 days or 65 days, so somewhere on the 90-day range. Yeah, so basically 3 months. Right now, we are 3 months away. If let's everything goes perfect. 19 weeks now, plus 13 weeks, that'd be 32 weeks out of 52. 32 weeks divided by 4, somewhere in the range of now 8 to 9 months. It looks like that's the range we're in right now for getting the Executor. I was hoping for 7. We'll see. We'll see how it works out if I really get lucky. I'm going to have to start hoarding crystals toward the end also, so I'm getting ready to take it to 7 stars as fast as possible. So that's what we're looking for. So I'm going to be all in. I'm going to get Wampa done, and then we'll start relicking all these crew members for the Executor, just so that when I get the ships done, we just go straight into it. I'm not going to mess around. I don't want to have any crew members for my bounty hunters and my Executor sitting around not ready to go once we have all the ships unlocked at 7 stars. I want to get the ships to 7 stars, and then I'm going to do that on the 14th of whatever month they're in, and on the 15th of the month, I want to go do an Executor. That's the plan. That's my plan. We got to play on this ahead of time, be ready, be hoarding crystals to get it up to 7 stars as fast as we possibly can. So that's that part. The final thing I want to talk about today is the modification here. So and we've, you know, Tarkin over here, Biston, that stuff we kind of adding on the fringes for stuff that's going on. I have an actual like solid change we're gonna make to this farming guide going forward, and it's based on today. What had happened was we went into Secrets and Shadows assault battle, and we took Great Mothers, Morgan Elsbeth, Night Sister Zombie, along with our Peridia pals, not Captain Enoch, but the Night Trooper and Death Trooper Peridia. and we took them into that assault battle, and we took it to challenge tier 3 with that team. So, since I'm already going to be farming Peridia Pals, I stopped that. I actually stopped doing that right now this week, and I'll talk about that in a second. I forgot about that. But since we're already doing the Peridia Pals, that's 2 out of 5 of the team. Night Sister Zombie is a pretty easy gear up, and I don't even think I need a Relic Night Sister Zombie to be ready for this assault battle. I could probably take her in at gear 12. And then I just need to add Great Mothers and Morgan Elsbeth to it. Now, granted, those guys are heavy on the Chirotex, so this will be one of the last things we do in this first phase of the farming guide. But that'll get us a whole nother assault battle. Actually, 2 more assault battles. You'll get the Peridia Pals, and, you know, that's another overlapping assault battle. There'll be 6 assault battles overlapping, plus the Poncho Bros. Really nice stuff that's going to bring to us. Plus, it'll give us a couple of, 2 teams for Great Arena, 3v3, 2 teams, 1 team 5v5. That Great Mothers team, and you'll also have that Peridia Pal team for Grand Arena down the road. So that'll be really nice too, to bring all that together and combine it with the rest of our farms here. So that's everything that's going on. And yeah, I did want to mention here that I was farming the Peridia Pals, and I just backed off. It was 3 extra regular energy farms a day, and I'm not going to be able to relic them anytime soon anyway. Like you see here, Night Troopers 44 out of 85. So I need 140 shards, 141 shards of that. I'm getting 4 a day. So I'm looking at like a month and a half until I get these guys to 7 stars. And that would give me some mods. I would agree with that. Would give me some mods and have some value. But I can use that regular energy I'd be farming them with to farm Chirotex to make sure that I can get all these guys relicked and ready to go for the Executors. So I'm gonna focus. I'm stopping the character farming right now, except for, obviously, I have to farm Cara Dune, IG-11, Queel, and I've already got Grief Karga and the Mandalorian at 7 stars. So those guys are ready to go. So besides these 3, and I am farming Keller and Beck. These are my character farms right now. General Kenobi I'm grabbing because he's gonna go with my Qui-Gon and my Poncho Bros. But that's just my raid, Mark 1 raid currency, right? So I'm farming that. So that's all that I'm farming right now. And by the way, new character model. I'm torn. I like the way that this character model looks in game. But when it's here, I mean, it's clearly not based on Ewan McGregor. Right? I mean, it's clearly not. I don't know if they took the guy that did the voice and like just thickened him out a little. I don't know. I don't know where the face is based on, but it's not Ewan McGregor. So I'm a little torn on that. I get it. You know, it's a cartoon that they're converting into a human, so whatever. It looks cool on screen in the battle until my Galactic Legend Hanonaka just the game crashes when I'm playing against them. But you get the idea. So I don't know. GK. The Scoundrels for Beskar Mano, Keller and Beck. That's all that I'm farming right now, character-wise. Everything else is going to be going into Chirotex, and all my other gear will be gathered from my raid currency as well. Now that I'm participating in the raid, that'll be a good thing. So, anyway, that's everything we're farming right now. Some of the changes we've made along the way, some decisions made this week to stop farming Peridia Pals because I can't relic them up anyway, and that's where we are at 19 weeks free to play. We'll see you back here for 20 weeks. Stay tuned for some Grand Arena action. Have a great day, and always remember, Nooch too good. Dangerous Plains. So let's play some Grand Arena. Hey, look at this. This is an account I actually have a chance against. Okay. We have a decent matchup down here in Carbonite 3. Oh. We got an account we got a chance against down here, and that is not something we say every single time. Well, okay, we have an opponent that doesn't know what they're doing, which there's nothing wrong with that. You're allowed to not know what you're doing, but having Vader's leader Zeta and not the other 2 is the exact opposite of knowing what you're doing. So I think we're gonna win. I think we're gonna clear this guy and win is what's about to happen. Wow, got some really good mods there on this, along with like trash, a defense, health. That's just weird. A lot of weird stuff here. Very weird. I'm gonna go in here. Oh, I'm gonna go in here. He doesn't have Merciless Massacre, so that's not dangerous to me at all. I think that my Imperial Troopers can handle this. We're at 229 on Piet. That means 249. But again, no Merciless Massacre. He's at 211, so he's going to be faster. 32. Yeah, he'll be faster than my Piet, but he's going to drop some dots, and then he's going to be useless. Yeah, it is crazy, Anakin Eds. I'll tell you how I did it. You know what? I'll make a video out of that, too. All right. Vader goes first, like I said he would. Now he drops the Merciless Massacre, and nothing happens because he sucks without it. And now we start pumping turret meter, and we just end these guys. We just end these guys in a heartbeat right now. I'm worried about Dooku with the counter. Well, how's this going to work? No stun. We didn't get a stun, so that's good. More turn meter. I'm gonna keep the turn meter up. Watch this. It's gonna be on me the whole time. This turn meter will be on me the entire time, everybody. And Bastil is dead. I am gonna stick with singular shots here to avoid Dooku. Actually, I'm gonna take Dooku here while I'm stealth with Piet. Yeah, that did it. Now Dooku's dead. Look, all the turns are mine. All the turns are mine. Palpatine, dead. 3 of the turns are mine. I'm about to get even more. Yes, there we go. And boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, this is why we farm the Imperial Troopers as one of the first 2 teams you farm in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. That's why we do it. That's why we do it. Now, can I beat both of these teams is a real question. I will say this. If Qui-Gon was the leader on this team, well, you'd have to get rid of Bastil. You'd have to put another Galactic Republic Jedi in there. But is this a leader? Okay, good. That's at least... I think I'm going to go Phoenix here. I'm going Poncho Bros in one place and Phoenix in another place. 155. See, if my Phoenix get out front here, will I be okay? What did I put on defense, for God's sake? Probably nothing. Geos. And down here with some bounty hunters. Yeah, okay. Not much. All right. Which Zeta does he have? He's got the leader Zeta, so no brute. This decision will decide. Clearly, it doesn't make any sense. I don't have the Wampakron. So I'm either going Poncho Bros here and Phoenix down below. I kind of feel like my Phoenix will get out in front of these guys, and there's not going to be a... I'm going to go Phoenix here. Here's my problem. If it doesn't work, then I'm not going to clear. $255. This guy's slow. 155. Cool. Soldier's the next fastest. Is this Soldier? Is that Spy? 140. Gear 8 Wampa's not going to get it done, unfortunately. 180. All right. I think what happens here... Rex goes... Gets days on. I dial in on Sunfac, or excuse me, Geobreed Alpha. I knock Geobreed Alpha out, and then we just go to town. I think that's what happens. In fact, we will record my pumping my roster to 4 million video when we get to that account. Let's go. Here we go. All right. So this... I'm gonna do this first, okay? I don't like the non-damage. Well, we're getting there slowly. And we got a stagger. All right, there we go, game over. Let's get rid of the other cleanse here. All right, this was the plan. This was the plan. Basic, all right? There we go. Sunfac is dead. Long live Sunfac. And there we go. Oh, not quite. Okay. I think this is going to be a win in Carbonite 3 here. Let's go. We'll take a look at fleets in a second. Let's go do this bass. This is going to be... I'm going to auto this. We're going to auto this. Not too worried about banners. We'll put these guys in and just press auto. I don't want to press auto. I'm going to do it. This. He might die right here. Close. Yes. Let's do this, and then we will spread them. I don't think I have the Foresight one yet. I gotta get that Zeta eventually. Let's get... Well, we're gonna have to get Mace Windu out, I guess. Let's take a big shot here. Big swing. Not quite, and that'll do it. All right. You're out, and now we auto. Desert Owl! Check that out. Is it working? There we go. Or was that for a specific character? Okay, and next up we got our fleets. If we can clear this fleet, we clear the whole thing. I like my chances here. Where did Bananakin go? I don't know. Where did Bananakin go? Where did Bananakin go? That, and that. His spy didn't stealth there? Does his spy not have any upgrades on it or something? I didn't look. You make assumptions, I guess. Yeah, the problem with the animations is they ate up my Streamlabs. So if you were on that stream about, I don't know, probably 7 or 8 months ago now, the animations like destroyed the stream. Like the entire stream crashed and I couldn't do anything. And it's because so many animations had built up over time that it just killed everything, and I couldn't keep doing it. I had to get rid of them. All right, we gotta get these Geos out here before they actually do some work on Houndstooth. They gotta go. They gotta go. Let's stun Slave 1 first. Boy, those Geos are hanging in there. And now my Houndstooth is yellow. Let's... Oh, I don't want to waste that. Maybe I wouldn't have wasted it. Ah, this is bad. Wow, I am shocked. Just downright absolutely shocked. I can't believe I'm not killing these guys. They're only gear 12. They aren't like major... What is going on? Well, I just got smoked. Wow! The only thing I could have done differently would be to launch Punishing One special onto Sunfac, and it would have given him the death mark real briefly. I don't think I could have done that a lot differently. Well, let's try and match it with... This isn't gonna work, but... see what happens. Alley Gal! What's happening? Geos can still do something, I guess, and I haven't gotten a turn yet. I'm not getting a turn. It's over. I'm definitely not clearing these guys. I didn't get a reinforcement out there. Nah, he's gonna die. Well, I cleared everything but the fleets. Fleets got me wrecked. All right. Well, we got 3 out of 4. We'll see what he can do. I think he might get stuck in my geos based on his mods and his roster. What does he have left to attack my... He's got... Old Republic, Crew... I think he's gonna get stuck on my geos. I don't think he's going anywhere. So we'll see. So I feel like we got a chance here to do something. Let's see what happens. Alright, we've been cleared. How'd that go for him? 2 battles on our geos. Guys, geos at these low levels of Grand Arena. Geos are really good. They just do good things for you at low levels of Grand Arena. They fade. Three on my bounty hunters. He may have Outrider. Thank you, guys. Thanks, chat. Hey, Red Dragon God is... Oh, there's no music on again. Guys, you gotta say something. What's up, Red Dragon God? Well, we got an opportunity here. If we can do some clean wins, we can walk away with this. Let's see what happens. Apo with Veers. Apo is not an Imperial Trooper, right? He's just a clone trooper. Yeah. .228, that's not very much speed for having 6-dot mods. What's Gideon at? I don't know if I can get out in front of this. If I can get out in front, I went 269. He's at 289. Yeah, but Red Dragon God's had his own intro music the same way you do, Alley Gal, for kind of a long time, so I just keep playing his intro music. He is Mod Squad. I'm not super worried about this. I don't care how fast they are. Nah, I'm not worried about that. Okay, that's a team I can deal with. This may not be. What did I say he's at? 289. Like, if I get out in front of this with my Imperial Troopers, I think I beat it. What's Piet at? Nah, 249. I'm not gonna get out in front. But that will get out in front of Phasma. As long as Padme stays alive here, it should be good for me because these guys, it's just a constant assist fest over there. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. No, Alley Gal, you want to see the dance. And about 30% of the people here want to see the dance. Sorry. People don't like me dancing. Okay. I want to get Mr. Damage out here if I can. Let's do this. Extra damage on Obi-Wan. Wow, he still didn't get through him. Got rid of Gideon's turn meter there. Not good. Not good. No. Stay alive, Padme. Okay, we got a turn here. I better take advantage of it. Don't have foresight yet. Okay, there we go. That's a good... That debuff cleanse was great. Was good to great-ish. Gideon's dead, and that's really important because now I can't lose offense. I think we'll take out Dark Trooper right here. Not quite. Just finish him off. Okay, now. Yeah, we got it. We're good. We're good. Mace Windu's gonna kill some of those 16 stacks of courage over there. Auto! Thank you. All right. And that's how we punch up. Kind of a punch up. Geos. We're gonna try our Phoenix down there. What's the fastest character? Not fast. All right, I think I can 201. What's my Captain Rex at? Oh yeah, I think we can Phoenix the Geos. So what we're gonna do is this. I think I can actually Phoenix or Imperial Trooper both of these teams. But I don't think I can Wampa the Geos because I don't have the Wampacron, and they will, there's a tenacity down on a basic from Geo Soldier, I believe, and then there's a daze on a basic from somebody. Now, I don't think I can Wampa a five-person Geo team with a Gear 8 Wampa. Isn't gonna work. This is a pretty bad team with no Zetas and Omicrons. So I'm debating right now. I have two teams here. I've got to punch up with my Phoenix and I've got to punch up with my Imperial Troopers. I actually think both teams will work for both of their teams. I'm trying to think of who might have the best opportunity to get around a taunt from the Brute. And that's gonna be the Phoenix. So let's go Imperial Troopers here. All right, so we're faster. We get out ahead. She doesn't have speed, does she? No. We get out ahead and we just take all the turns and they never get a turn. Let's go. Probably her first because she has an AoE daze. So let's make sure that doesn't land. We'll put this onto Stark for now. Let's see count how many turns the first order get here. I'll bet it's 0. I think they're gonna get 0 turns. Okay, she is dead. Yes. No assist there was bad. I'm just gonna keep going on the. Come on, assists, guys. There we go. Let's take our. Who has the most turn meter? You. So we'll go after you next. Now you're dead. Almost. Now you're dead. Okay. What did I say? What did I say about 0 turns? That's how we do that. 0 turns. So when you said to raise your hand, you did. The cute girl across from the subway laughed at you, and I started to talk to her. Let's go! Let's go! I just got somebody a date! That is how we function here at Nooch Too Good Studios. If you follow instructions from your Star Wars dad, you're gonna get dates. There you go, Mark Wright. Look at that Riz. Look at the Riz. Nice. All right, now Geos. So what I'm thinking here is we have a similar turn meter mechanic, not there. We have a similar turn meter mechanic on the Phoenix. Excuse me. Not as good as the Imperial Troopers. What we do have is the ability to remove a buff. Chopper can remove a buff with his second special. The problem is that even when he removes a buff on the Brute, the taunt buff is what I'm talking about, everybody's going to assist, and then the Brute's going to counter and get the buff back. I don't know, let's just see. Let's just see. I may add that to the list of do good things and good things happen. Okay, good, he didn't. So let's do this. They don't have much turn meter yet, do they? No, he got a turn. He didn't taunt though. What? How? What? Why didn't he taunt? What's going on there? Take him out. Take out the Brute. Oh, I missed my armor shred there. That sucks. Yes, it's over. That's it. Auto. As soon as the Geo Brute Alpha is there, this is over. Gone. Done. Over. Done. Guys, my Wampa is Gear 8. It was not going to get through that. My Wampa was going to get wiped out probably before she even got a turn. And if not, there would have been a tenacity down and a daze landed. I was not going to get through that with Wampa. Wampa's better against Geos in a well, let's look it up. I'll show it to you. I shall show it to you right now. All right. 3v3 against Geos. Actually, we need to get this into, like, yeah. Okay. This is going to be skewed because of the Wampacron. I'll do it with no Wampacron. We'll do it with no Wampacron. Okay. So, Geo. All right, that's all we need. 3v3. And we're going to say defense. Defending data. We want where's the no defending Datagron? I don't sort by this very. Okay, there it is. Has defending Datacron? No. Okay. Now we want Wampa. Actually, no, not defending. Sorry, I did that wrong. Has attacking Datacron? No. No attacking Datacron. There's not that many bad, but look at this. 89%, 87%. Wampa is very effective in 3v3 against the Geos. Keep that in percent. 85%, okay? 85%. Let's get all this sorted here. Okay. It was a second ability, not a basic. Okay, that makes sense. All right, now 5v5. Notice how popular the Geos are in defense. Everybody see that? 5v5. Okay. That's our defensive team. Wampa on offense. 34%. That's what I'm talking about. Not nearly as effective.
Single and ready to mingle? Find yourself across from a cute girl and wonder what your dad would recommend? Now you can. Join Nooch to Date and find that special someone. Nooch to Date, we can't guarantee you won't find a Wookiee.
I think that's fair. You might find a Wookiee. You might get a really hairy girl. Or guy, I don't know. You might get a Wookiee. But you're gonna get somebody. Oh, I'm Hitch? Yeah, there you go. I'm Hitch. That was well done, Ellie. Well done. So, yeah, 5v5 Wampa, not that great. And my Wampa at Gear 8 against like Gear 11 Geos would have been even worse. So it's just not great. And the reason being, let's pull up the Geos here. Let's play this and I'll pull up the Geos. I think I'm good here too. I'm just gonna clear it. If we win, we win. Again, I think Confucius said that. If we win, we win. If he dies, he dies. I don't care about the banners, so there. If you tell a woman all the Star Wars lore that you know and she is still there, congratulations to you. My wife is definitely not a Star Wars, aficionado / nerd, but she likes Star Wars. In fact, one of our first dates was a big group date with a bunch of people. It was a Star Wars marathon, and we're talking like 1995-ish. So we were all packed into. I was house sitting. Everybody came to the house I was house sitting at, and we pulled out my VHS tapes and we played the original trilogy all the way through. At the time, we didn't call it the original trilogy. It was just Star Wars. There we go. Yeah, Allie Gal will be in with the Star Wars. And And there it is. All right, so that's a win in Carbonite 3. And we don't have time for farting around, so we're here in Carbonite. Let's play some Grand Arena. We're going to jump right in. We're going to play Grand Arena. Carbonite 3 versus Striker. We're 2-0. This guy has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Galactic Legends. Thumbs up, Carbonite 3. Let's take a look at the previous 2 rounds here just to see what happened here. We beat my man Jim, and I think we knew this live, right? Yeah, we cleared him live, and we knew that we got the win there by banners because he got held up against our Geos and our Bounty Hunters. Tyrip looks like we just had maybe even had a better roster. I don't know. Yeah, he couldn't get through our Geos. So our Geos have been stalwart defenders here in the early rounds of Carbonite 3 this time through. In fact, both rounds getting some holds. Geos got the holds up here this round, and below, hold on. The Bounty Hunter's getting holds too. Crazy stuff happening. Well, I don't anticipate any holds this time around. So let's see what happens. This might be a quick one. This might be a quick one. Leia, I'm not gonna try out Leia. I just FYI, with my Leia CLS R2, good God, load it up, why don't you? I ain't beating that. I ain't beating that. So let's go down below. I think there's probably at least a 60 to 70% chance this guy doesn't play, right? Can I beat Relic Bounty Hunters? I don't even know if I can beat that. What's Boss at? 281. Is it protection? It is protection. And defense. All right. Well, let's give it a go. We'll give it the old college try. Here, and where's Mace Windu? There he is. All right, let's give it a go. One shot. In and out. If it doesn't work, we move on with our life and we just say, you know what? That's the way lay cookie crumbles. That's French. That is French for that's the way the cookie crumbles. Just FYI, in case you were wondering. I didn't get through that. Mace is dead. You're dead. Did Boba Fett just do a bunch of basics and then just rock off a... I guess his basics were assists from Bosk, and then he had his rocket ready to go. Hey, we got somebody! We got one of them! Look at us! I feel special. I don't know about you, but I feel special. Maybe these two can do it. Maybe these two can get right through this team. Let's find out. That's not a good result. Gonna have to get Bosk here, obviously, but I don't seem to be getting through him. Hold on. Hold, please. Well, that'll do it for that. Thank you very much. We could not get through. The perfect farming path never stops. This is my permanent free-to-play account. Alright, that's it. That's it. We're gonna let Qui-Gon die here and get our 10 points, and we're gonna get out. And if he plays, he wins. And if he doesn't play, I'll win 10-0. So, they cannot get through Qui-Gon. Look at him. Look at the... Never mind. Submit. That's 11 points, 11 big ones on the board from yours truly. Thank you very much. And that, folks, ladies and gentlemen, is Carbonite 3 Grand Arena. Thank you.